have seen the definition of uniform plane wave and the property of the uniform plane wave. Now, it is an excellent time to establish the relation between E and H in UPW. Once again recall, my dear students, the Maxwell's equations for the free space. Del dot D bar is equal to 0, del cross E is equal to minus mu into H dot, del cross H is equal to epsilon times E dot, and del dot B is equal to 0. So, all these things are vectors. Don't forget this. All these things are vectors. Now, in order to establish the relation between E and H, if you observe closely, second and third equations only can give the answers for this. Because Maxwell modified second and third, and he is the person established the relation between E and H. So, our objective is also to develop the relation between E and H here. That's why I would like to take the second equation here and I will expand it like this. So, taking the second equation, I can say del cross E is equal to minus mu into H dot. This is nothing but the second equation. So, how to expand this del cross E? Very simple. Ax, Ay and Az. Del means dou by dou x and dou by dou y, and you can say dou by dou z. E is in components form Ex and Ey and as well as Ez like this. So, if you have to expand, this is equal to minus mu into H dot, minus mu into H dot. Now, if you expand this one, before expanding this one, let us apply our uniform plane wave definition as well as property. So, the uniform plane wave is, let us say, let the wave is in x direction. Uniform plane wave is in x direction. X direction lo veltundi anukuntunnanu. Starting nunchi kuda we are telling that it is in x direction. Whenever the wave is in x direction, it should be independent of y and z by definition. Anchadi rendu undavu. Uniform plane wave definition prakaram it should be 0 and it is also should be 0. And by the property of the uniform plane wave is propagating in x kabatti x kuda undadu. ఏ డైరెక్షన్ లో అయితే వేవ్ వెళ్తుందో ఆ డైరెక్షన్ లో ఎలక్ట్రిక్ ఫీల్డ్ గాని మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ ఫీల్డ్ గాని ఉండదు. సో దట్స్ వై x must be equal to 0. This is equal to 0. Now, if we expand this, that will be equal to minus mu into H dot. How to expand this? You know how to expansion like this. Ax, if you take Ax, 0 into Ez, 0 into Ay, it becomes 0. And the minus untundi kabatti minus Ay, okay, into dou Ez by dou x. Ay means like this. This is Ay. Okay, so this and this you have to cancel. Then what is this answer? You can say that this is equal to dou Ez by dou x, dou Ez by dou x plus what is Az? Az means you can say plus, because it's minus plus, you can say Az ante ee rendu pote dou Ey by dou x, dou Ey by dou x into Az is equal to dou Ez by dou x into dou Ey by dou x is equal to minus mu into what is H dot? H dot means dou H by dou t into Ay plus dou H by dou t into Az, but what are the components here? It is Hy and this is Hz like this. This is. So, just expand this. దీని ఎక్స్పాన్షన్ చేస్తే మైనస్ ఏవై ఇంటూ ఇది తీసేస్తారు డో ఈజెడ్ బై డో ఎక్స్ మైనస్ ప్లస్ డో ఈవై బై డో ఎక్స్ ఇంటూ ఏజెడ్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్. దట్ మీన్స్ you are having Ay and Az, here also Ay and Ez. Now equate the similar terms now. Equating the similar terms, then you are going to get two equations here. So what are the equations you are going to get? Equating the similar terms, okay, then you are going to get two equations here. One is this is Ay component and this is also Ay component. So that's why dou Ez by dou x, okay, is equal to, this is minus, this is also minus. So that's why mu into dou Hy by dou t dou hy by dou t. So this is the first equation. This is, listen, dou Ez by dou x, and this is mu into dou hy by dou t. That is the first equation. Second equation is Az equations here. What are the Az equations here? Dou Ey by dou x, dou Ey by dou x is equal to, okay, dou Ey by dou x is equal to, this is minus mu into dou Hz by dou t. This is the second equation here. This is, okay. So dou Ez by dou x is equal to mu into dou Hy by dou t, and dou Ey by dou x is equal to minus mu into dou Hz by dou t. So these are the equations you got here from this. Similarly, by taking the third equation here, third equation is del cross h bar is equal to epsilon times E dot. Similarly, మీరు తీసుకుంటే, if you expand like this, two more equations you are going to get here. What are those two more equations? Just from this you can write down the two more equations here. Very simple. In the place of electric field, you write down the magnetic field. In the place of mu, you write down epsilon. That's all. E place lo h, mu place lo epsilon రాశారనుకోండి, you are going to get this. So that's why, even what is the third equation I get write down? Dou Ez by dou x బదులు I can write down dou Hz by dou x is equal to, so now write down minus here, minus mu into, instead of mu you have to write down epsilon dou Ey by dou t, dou Ey by dou t. This is the third equation. What is the fourth equation you can write down? Dou Hy by dou x is equal to minus, this is plus epsilon into, and dou Ez by dou t. సో మొత్తం అంతా చేసేటంతా కూడా మీరు హ్యాపీగా దీని నుంచి ఇది రాసేసేయచ్చు. డోంట్ వేస్ట్ యువర్ టైం. ఈజెడ్ ప్లేస్లో ఈ ప్లేస్లో హెచ్ పెట్టండి, మ్యూ ప్లేస్లో ఎప్సిలాన్ పెట్టండి. మీకు డౌట్ ఉంటే కనుక ఈ ఎక్స్పాండ్ ద థర్డ్ ఈక్వేషన్ యు ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు గెట్ లైక్ దిస్. సో దీస్ ఆర్ ది ఫోర్ ఈక్వేషన్స్ హియర్. అండ్ ఇఫ్ యూ అబ్జర్వ్ దీస్ ఫోర్ ఈక్వేషన్స్ హియర్, దిస్ ఈస్, if you take any equation, it is giving the relation between E and H. చూడండి, E కి H కి relation ఉంది ఫస్ట్ ఈక్వేషన్లో, అండ్ సెకండ్ ఈక్వేషన్ ఇస్ ఆల్సో EY and HZ, అండ్ థర్డ్ ఈక్వేషన్ HZ and EY, అండ్ ఫోర్త్ ఈక్వేషన్ HY and EZ. There are always the relation between E and H. So what is your objective? Your objective is just doing the establishing the relation between E and H. Now I would like to take a second equation, and I will write down the solution for the second equation, and I will substitute this solution in the third equation. I am going to get the relation here. So now dou Ey by dou x is equal to, okay, minus mu into dou Hz by dou t. So this is the second equation I am telling you, that is mu into Hz. Let I am, as it is a differential equation, let Ey is equal to some function of x minus v naught into t, because wave means it is a function of distance as well as time. Then I can say, now I would like to write down this solution in the third equation. What is the third equation here? Dou Hz by dou x is equal to, dou Hz by dou x is equal to minus epsilon into dou Ey by dou t. This is the third equation, right? Right. So I am assuming the solution Ey is equal to this one. This Ey I would like to substitute here, dou Ey by dou t. That means I am substituting here dou Ey by dou t is equal to, that means dou by dou of x minus v naught into t తోటి నేను డెరివేటివ్ చేస్తూ ఈ ఫంక్షన్ని చేస్తే, with respect to x minus v naught, if I do the derivative, then if you once again if you do the derivative, it becomes minus v naught like this. This is, so that is equal to minus v naught into, so dou f by dou of x minus v naught, it means derivative of f. That derivative of f I can substitute here, minus v naught into f dash. Now this minus v naught into f dash is nothing but dou Ey by dou t. ఇదిగో dou Ey by dou t. I can substitute here so that I can get the answer within the no time. Therefore, this is the third equation, right? Substituting in the third equation, then you can write down here dou hz by dou x is equal to minus epsilon into what is dou vy by dou t? Dou vy by dou t is equal to minus v naught into f dash. This is minus v naught into f dash. Now minus and minus becomes plus. So I can say dou hz by dou x is equal to minus epsilon, because epsilon is nothing but in free space I am doing this. That's why I can write it down epsilon naught. So I can say this is epsilon naught into v naught into f dash. Now integrating on both sides, you try to do the integration here as well as here. Integration cheste. So if you do this integration, what it becomes, that is equal to hz is equal to, with respect to x, you are doing this, hz is equal to, this is epsilon, f dash will be removed. So that's why you can say that minus is not there. Minus of minus is becoming plus here. Then v naught into epsilon naught into f it becomes, because integration of derivation is nothing but f. What is f here? F is nothing but Ey. So in the place of f I can write down Ey. Therefore, you can write down here, you can write down the solution like this. This is hz is equal to, okay, v naught into epsilon naught into Ey. Epsilon naught into Ey into this thing. Therefore, what is Ey by hz? Therefore, I can write down Ey by hz. Therefore, Ey, otherwise you can write like this. Hz by Ey is equal to v naught into epsilon naught. Okay. What is v naught? V naught is equal to 1 over root mu naught into epsilon naught. This is the velocity of electromagnetic wave. Therefore, hz by Ey is equal to 1 by root over mu naught into epsilon naught into epsilon naught. That means if you reverse it, I can say Ey by hz is equal to root over mu naught by epsilon naught. So this is the relation between E and H like this. This is the relation between E and H. So Ey by hz is equal to root of mu naught by epsilon naught. Now just continuing the same story, Ey by hz is equal to, that means electric field by magnetic field. Electric field in y direction, magnetic field in z direction is equal to root of mu naught. What is mu naught? 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7 Henry per meter. You know permeability like this. And what is epsilon naught? 8.854 into 10 to the power of minus 12. So if you take the constants like this and if you calculate here, it will be equal to 377 ohms. Or otherwise it is also equal to 120 pi. This is nothing but 120 pi. Therefore, Ey by hz is equal to, that is nothing but the free, what is meant by Ey by hz? Ey by hz means electric field by magnetic field. That means it is an impedance. Impedance of what? Impedance of the free space. So free space impedance is called as intrinsic impedance antam. Impedance for the free space we are calling it as a intrinsic impedance. That too for free space. That's why Ey by hz is equal to eta naught. Free space impedance is equal to. That is how much it will be? Root of mu naught by epsilon naught. So we calculate cheste enta vachindi 120 pi, or otherwise it is also called as 377 ohms. The most important relation, everywhere you can expect bits as well as essay questions for this. So this is the way of establishing the relation between E and H, which is nothing but a free space impedance, which is 120 pi or otherwise 377. One more conclusion I can give you. This is nothing but Ey by hz is equal to eta is nothing but intrinsic impedance is, if you take this value 377 ohms or 120 pi means it is purely resistive. Now I would like to tell you like this. This particular relation between E and H is covering so many factors. Number one, develop the relation between E and H in uniform plane wave anna ide, or otherwise prove that the intrinsic impedance of the free space is 120 pi or 377 anna ide. And one more thing is prove that the intrinsic impedance of the free space is resistive anna ide. Okay, so that's why it is the most important relation, and that's why you try to do this like this. మనం ఏం చేసాం, we have taken Maxwell's 4 equations. 4 ఈక్వేషన్స్లోనూ ఒక 2 ఈక్వేషన్స్ ఈకి హెచ్కి రిలేషన్ ఉన్న ఈక్వేషన్స్ ఉన్నాయి. డెల్ క్రాస్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు మైనస్ మ్యూ హెచ్ డాట్, డెల్ క్రాస్ హెచ్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఎప్సిలాన్ టైమ్స్ ఈ డాట్. మ్యాథమెటిక్స్ ప్రకారం ఎక్స్పాండ్ చేసాం. ఆఫ్టర్ ఎక్స్పాండింగ్ ఇట్ వీ హ్యావ్ జస్ట్ అప్లైడ్ ద డెఫినేషన్ అండ్ ప్రాపర్టీ ఆఫ్ యూపీడబ్ల్యూ. డెఫినేషన్ ప్రకారం ఎక్స్ డైరెక్షన్లో వెళ్తే డో వై బై డో ఎక్స్ ఉండదు, డో జెడ్ బై డో ఎక్స్ ఉండదు. అలాగే ఇంకొకటి ఏంటంటే ఇఫ్ యూ ద వేవ్ ఈజ్ ప్రాపగేటింగ్ ఇన్ ఎక్స్ డైరెక్షన్, దాని కాంపోనెంట్ కూడా ఉండదు, ఎలక్ట్రిక్ ఫీల్డ్ కాంపోనెంట్ అండ్ మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ ఫీల్డ్ కాంపోనెంట్. దాని ప్రకారం వీ ఎస్టాబ్లిష్డ్ 4 రిలేషన్స్ హియర్. ఫ్రమ్ దిస్ 4 రిలేషన్స్, జస్ట్ ఆఫ్టర్ డూయింగ్ సమ్ మ్యాథమెటిక్స్, యూ గాట్ ద రిలేషన్ బిట్వీన్ ఈ అండ్ హెచ్. అండ్ నో డౌట్, విత్ మై ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఐఎమ్ టెల్లింగ్ యూ, దేర్ ఈజ్ నో క్వశ్చన్ ఆఫ్ ఎనీ యూనివర్సిటీ పేపర్స్ వితౌట్ దిస్, బికాస్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు డెవలప్ దిస్ relation between E and H uniform plane wave ఒకటే, or otherwise prove that, sometimes he is asking like this, prove that intrinsic impedance eta naught is equal to root of mu naught by epsilon naught is equal to, and you can say 120 pi is equal to, and 377, and that too resistive impedance. This is resistive. That means the phase angle is 0. The phase angle between, this is nothing but E by H. E by H means the phase angle between electric field and magnetic field is 0. That is called resistive impedance. So, if you take this proof is giving answers for so many problems. That's why from now onwards, if I ask you, what is the relation between E and H means, it is nothing but an intrinsic impedance which is nothing but 120 pi or 377 ohms, which is purely resistive. So last and finally, the wave which is propagating in free space, I would like to prove that that wave is nothing but a TEM wave. So now we will discuss how it becomes a TEM wave and what exactly the TEM wave is, and just note it down. And now I would like to explain why the free space wave is a TEM wave. Okay, just now we have seen the relation between E and H in a uniform plane wave. What is that relation we have used? E by H is equal to, that means Ey by Hz is equal to eta naught is equal to root of mu naught by epsilon naught is equal to 120 pi is equal to 377 ohms, which is resistive. This is the relation, already we have proved it. Now I would like to tell you the type of the wave in the free space. So what is the type of this UPW in free space? So whenever the wave is propagating in free space like this is the wave that is propagating. What type of wave it is? Whether it is a TEM wave or TE wave or TM wave. TM means transverse electromagnetic wave, and TE means transverse electric and transverse magnetic, like this. So if you take this, the wave, if the wave is propagating in x direction, so let it be, this is x direction, okay, and the electric field is in y direction and magnetic field is in z direction. So the wave is in x direction, so the electric field is in y direction and the magnetic field is in z direction. This is z direction, like this. Then the electric field, magnetic field and the direction of propagation are mutually perpendicular to each other. If they are mutually perpendicular to each other, it is called as TEM wave. TEM means, T means transverse. Transverse means at an angle of 90 degrees and ardham. That means electric field, magnetic field and direction of propagation are mutually perpendicular to each other. That mode is called as TEM mode. Sometimes he is going to ask you, prove that the wave in free space is nothing but a TEM wave and prove cheyalanunte, then what you have to do is you have to take the dot product of this and dot product of your electric field intensity and the magnetic field intensity. If is equal to 0, then you can say that the wave in the free space is nothing but a TEM wave. So for that, what you have to do is, you take your electric field and magnetic field components form. What is the electric field here? I can write down here in the place of EXAX, okay, plus EYAY plus EZAZ. This is component form of electric field dotted with H. H is also in component form, HXAX plus HYAY plus HZAZ. This is nothing but the component form of magnetic field. So take the dot product of these two, and EX dot EX, AX dot AX means it is 1. So EX HX. But friends, the wave is propagating in which direction? X direction. If the wave is propagating in X direction, what is the property it is telling? EX is equal to 0. And HX is also equal to 0. Direction of propagation of fields undavani cheppanu kada. Ancheta EX AX undadu, and you can say HX AX kuda undadu. It is cancelled out. Then what is that final answer? EY AY. EY AY dot HY AY means EY HY. Okay. So this is EY HY plus EZ HZ plus EZ HZ. So what is its value? EY HY plus EZ HZ means, so just now the clarity, I can say that EY HY plus EZ HZ, what is its value? Now you can say like this, this is. So in the place of EY, from this relation I can write down EY by HZ is equal to, EY is equal to eta naught into HZ. Eta naught into HZ. So I can say this is eta naught into HZ, HZ, HY minus, this is, what is this EZ place lo kuda rayachu, eta naught into HZ into HY. So this is equal to 0. So your E bar dot H bar is equal to how much? 0. So E bar dot H bar is equal to 0 means they are mutually perpendicular to each other. So E bar dot H bar is equal to like this. So eta naught into HY HZ minus, what is this HZ into EZ into HY? EZ into HY means EZ into HZ. Okay. జస్ట్ చిన్నది కట్ చేస్తాడు అక్కడ, మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడ రాసినప్పుడు కట్ చేస్తాడులే, మళ్ళీ చేస్తాను ఇక్కడ ఒక్క నిమిషం, చిన్నది ఏదో తేడా వచ్చినట్టు అనిపిస్తుంది. సో అక్కడ అక్కర్లేదు. ఈజెడ్ ఇంటూ హెచ్జెడ్, ఏటా నాట్ ఇంటూ హెచ్వై హెచ్జెడ్ మైనస్ ఏటా నాట్ ఇంటూ హెచ్వై హెచ్జెడ్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 0. దట్ ఈస్ సరిపోయింది, కరెక్ట్గానే రాశాను, రైట్. సో మళ్ళీ ఇంకొకసారి రాయినా, సో అలా ఉంచేసాయి, నువ్వు ఆపలేదుగా, రైట్. గిరీష్ ఇక్కడ కొంచెం ఇక్కడ నుంచి రాసినప్పటి నుంచి మళ్ళా పెట్టు, ఓకే, రైట్. So EY HY plus EZ HZ, it is coming like this. This is nothing but E bar dot H bar. Okay. So just for visualization, I am writing here. E bar dot H bar is equal to E bar dot H bar is equal to EY HY. Okay. Plus EZ HY. EZ HY. Now, you already established the relation between EY and HZ. EY is equal to eta naught times HZ. So, here I am writing eta naught times HZ HY. And this is in the reverse mode. This is EZ and HY. You see, EY by HZ is becoming, EY by HZ is eta naught, okay. If you just reverse the order, that is EZ by HY, that is equal to minus eta naught. So that's why it is becoming minus eta naught into HZ into HY. Therefore, E bar dot H bar is equal to 0. So what is the meaning of this? The dot product of electric field intensity and magnetic field intensity are 0 means they are at an angle of 90 degrees. That is, electric field, magnetic field are at an angle of 90 degrees with the direction of the propagation. That's why your free space wave is, it is a TEM wave, hence it is TEM wave. So that's why this relation between E and H is giving answers for so many problems. Finally, I am concluding like this. Develop the relation between E and H anna ide, or prove that the intrinsic impedance of the free space is 120 pi or 377 ohms anna ide, or otherwise prove that the wave in the free space is nothing but a TEM wave anna ide. So in this way you have to calculate and you have to tell about the properties of the uniform plane wave in free space. So in this class what we have done? We have taken the wave equation in the free space, and wave equation is actually covering in 3 directions. So that's why we limited to only one direction for convenience, that is nothing but the concept of uniform plane wave. Then after defining the uniform plane wave, we told about the property of the uniform plane wave. Once you know the property, then we have developed the relation between E and H and finally concluded that E by H will give you the intrinsic impedance, which is 377 ohms, which is resistive. And finally we proved that the wave which is propagating in free space is nothing but a TEM wave. So the wave which is propagating in the free space is called TEM wave. In order to just prove this, we have taken electric field and magnetic field, and here also we applied the property of the uniform plane wave, and from this property and from this relation Ey by Hz is equal to eta naught, we proved that our uniform plane wave is a TEM wave. So I hope you understood the clear picture of your uniform plane wave, and in the next class we are going to do the problems based on this uniform plane wave. Okay, thank you.